We started learning mathematics by learning numbers. Can you think of a world without numbers? We need numbers for everything. Knowingly or unknowingly, we are using numbers in our day-to-day life. Today, we are going to learn numbers again. Let us start the fourth chapter, New Numbers. We are going to discuss the first part of the lesson, lengths and numbers. Let us draw a square. Now, through the diagonal of this square, let us draw a larger square like this. We know the area of the large square is twice the area of the smaller one. Suppose the side of the small square is 1 meter. Then its area is 1 meter square. Since the area of the large square is twice the area of the small square, the area of the large square is 2 square meters. What is the length of the sides of the large square? When the sides of a square are 1 meter, then its area is 1 square meter. Here the area of the large square is 2 square meters. So definitely the sides of the large square are more than 1 meter. When the sides of a square are 2 meters, then its area is 4 square meters. Here the area of the large square is 2 square meters. That means the sides of the large square are less than 2 meters. Therefore, the sides of the large square are in between 1 meter and 2 meter. Can it be any fraction between 1 and 2? Let us check. Area of this large square is 2 square meters. Therefore, square of its side must be 2. Can it be 1 and a half? If 1 and a half is the side of this square, then 1 and a half square must be equal to 2. Let us find the square of 1 and a half. We know how to find the square of numbers ending in half easily. Take the number part, multiply it by the next number. 1 into 2 is 2. Then put 1 by 4. That is 1 and a half square is equal to 2 1 by 4. It is more than 2. That means the side of the large square cannot be 1 and a half. Actually, it is less than 1 and a half. Now let us take 1 by 4 and check. If the side of this square is 1 by 4, its square must be equal to 2. What is the square of 1 by 4? 1 by 4 means 1 plus 1 by 4. We know a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. That is square of the first number plus 2 into first number into second number plus square of the second number. So this can be written as 1 square plus 2 into 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 whole square. 1 square is 1, 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 1 by 4 is 1 by 2, and 1 by 4 square is 1 by 16. When we multiply this 2 by 8, we get denominator 16. So we have to multiply the numerator also by 8. That means 1 by 2 can be written as 8 by 16. 8 by 16 plus 1 by 16 is 9 by 16. 1 plus 9 by 16 is 9 by 16. Clearly this is less than 2. That means the side of the large square cannot be 1 by 4. Can it be 1 by 3? Let us check by taking the square of 1 by 3. This is 1 plus 1 by 3. Therefore, the square is 1 square plus 2 into 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 square. 1 square is 1, 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 1 by 3 is 2 by 3, and 1 by 3 whole square is 1 by 9. When we multiply the denominator by 3, it becomes 9. So let us multiply both numerator and denominator by 3. So 2 by 3 is equal to 6 by 9. 6 by 9 plus 1 by 9 is 7 by 9. 1 plus 7 by 9 is 7 by 9. This is less than 2, but it is closer to 2 than 1 by 4 square. That means the side of this large square cannot be 1 by 3. Like this, we can try many fractions and we can find fractions whose squares are closer and closer to 2. But never do we get a fraction whose square is exactly 2. That means the square of any fraction is not 2. This is the diagonal of this square and side of the large square. That means square of the diagonal of the small square is the area of the large square. Therefore, if the diagonal of a square of side 1 meter is a fractional multiple of 1 meter, then the square of that fraction must be 2. But there is no fraction whose square is 2. That means the diagonal of a square of side 1 cannot be expressed as a fraction. We have several such numbers which cannot be expressed as a natural number or a fraction. For example, look at this picture. A square of side 1 unit is drawn. A right triangle on this diagonal is drawn. This side is 1 unit. What is the length of the hypotenuse of this right triangle? Let us draw squares on all its sides. Draw a square of side 1 unit. Draw its diagonal. Draw a perpendicular of 1 unit at one of its ends. Now join these two to get the right triangle. We have to find the length of the hypotenuse or this length. For that, let us draw squares on all its sides like this. Square of the base and the area of the square with base as side are same. That means base square and area of this square are same. Similarly, altitude square and area of this square are same. Hypotenuse square and area of this green square are same. The side of this small square is 1 unit and this square is drawn on the diagonal of the small square. Therefore, area of this square is 2 times the area of this square. Since the side of the small square is 1 unit, its area is 1 square unit. Therefore, the area of this square is 2 times the area of this square or 2 square units. This side is 1 unit, therefore the area of this square is 1 square unit. The area of this square is equal to hypotenuse square. We know hypotenuse square equal to base square plus altitude square. That is, area of this square is equal to 2 plus 1 or area of this square is equal to 3. That means square of hypotenuse is 3. If the length of this hypotenuse is a fractional multiple of 1, then the square of this fraction must be 3. We have seen that square of any fraction cannot be 2. In the same way, the square of any fraction cannot be 3. That means the length of the hypotenuse of this right triangle also cannot be expressed as a fraction. Suppose we want to make a cube of volume 2 cubic meters. What should be the length of its sides? We know volume of a cube equal to a cube, where a is a side of the cube. If the volume of the cube is 2 cubic meters, then the third power of the side of the cube must be 2. But third power of any fraction is not 2. So the length of a side of this cube cannot be expressed as a fraction. Thus, there are many instances where we need lengths which cannot be expressed as fractions. We have to make a new kind of number to denote measures which cannot be expressed as fractions. Let us take our first example. How do we denote the length of the diagonal of a square of side 1 unit? 1 unit means it can be 1 centimeter or 1 meter or 1 kilometer, etc. The area of the square with this diagonal as side is 2 square units. Therefore, we can say it in another way. How do we denote the side of a square of area 2? For a square with length of a side denoted by a natural number or a fraction, this length is square root of the area. That is, the length of a side of a square of area 4 is root 4 or 2. The length of a side of a square of area 2 1 by 4 is root of 2 1 by 4 or 1.5. Like this, we write the length of a side of a square of area 2 as root 2. Now we have to find the size of root 2. We do this by finding fractions closer and closer to root 2. We know 1.4 square is 1.96, but 1.5 square is 2.25. Therefore, root 2 is in between 1.4 and 1.5. Now let us take 1.41 square, that is 1.9881. But 1.42 square is 2.0164. That means the value of root 2 is in between 1.41 and 1.42. 1.414 square is 1.999396. 1.415 square is 2.002225. Therefore, the value of root 2 is in between 1.414 and 1.415. 1.4142 square is 1.999664. 1.4143 square is 2.00024449. Therefore, the value of root 2 is in between 1.4142 and 1.4143. 1.41421 square is 1.99998992241. 1.41422 square is 2.00001828084. That means value of root 2 is in between 1.41421 and 1.41422. That means 1.4, 1.41, 1.414, 1.4142, 1.41421, etc. get closer and closer to root 2. Or we can say root 2 equal to 1.41421, etc. Root 2 is equal to 1.41421, etc. We can say root 2 is approximately equal to 1.4 if we take up to one decimal place. This symbol denotes approximately equal to. Or we can say root 2 is approximately equal to 1.41 for up to 2 decimal places. Like this, the length of the side of a square of area 3 is root 3. Doing as we have done in the case of root 2, we can see that 1.7, 1.73, 1.73, etc. get closer and closer to root 3. Therefore, we can say root 3 equal to 1.73205, etc. Or we can say root 3 is approximately equal to 1.7 or root 3 is approximately equal to 1.73. In general, for any positive number, the length of a side of a square of area x is written as root x. In some cases, root x would be a natural number or a fraction. For example, root 4 equal to 2, root 9 equal to 3, root of 2 1 by 4 equal to 1.5, etc. In other cases, we compute fractions whose squares get closer and closer to x and write root x in decimal form. Today we have learned these points. The square of any fraction is not 2. The diagonal of a square of side 1 cannot be expressed as a fraction. Root 2 is approximately equal to 1.41. Root 3 is approximately equal to 1.73. Now there is a homework. In the picture, the square on the hypotenuse of the topmost right triangle is drawn. Calculate the area and the length of a side of the square. picture, the square on the hypotenuse of the topmost right triangle is drawn. Calculate the area and the length of a side of the square. We have to find length of a side of the square and its area. Let us give a name like this. Consider triangle ABC. It's a right angle triangle and AC is its hypotenuse. We know hypotenuse square equal to base square plus altitude square. Therefore, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, or AC equal to root of AB square plus BC square. AB is 1 meter, BC is also equal to 1 meter. Therefore, this can be written as root of 1 square plus 1 square. 1 square is 1. Therefore, this can be written as root of 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Therefore, AC equal to root of 2. Now look at triangle ACD. It is also a right angle triangle and AD is its hypotenuse. Therefore, we can say AD equal to root of AC square plus CD square. AC is root 2. Therefore, AC square is root 2 square or 2. And CD is 1. Therefore, CD square is equal to 1. So, this can be written as root of 2 plus 1 or root 3. Now, look at triangle ADE. It is also a right angle triangle and AE is its hypotenuse. Therefore, we can say AE equal to root of AD square plus DE square. AD is root 3. Therefore, AD square is root 3 square or that is equal to 3. And DE equal to 1. Therefore, DE square equal to 1. So, this can be written as root of 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. So, this is equal to root 4 and that is equal to 2. Now, look at triangle AEF. It's also a right angle triangle and AF is its hypotenuse. Therefore, AF equal to root of AE square plus EF square. AE is 2. Therefore, AE square is 4. EF is 1. EF square is 1. Therefore, AF can be written as root of 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. Therefore, AF equal to root 5. Now, AF is a side of the square. Therefore, side of the square is equal to root 5 meters. How can we find the area of the square? We know area of a square is side square, that is root 5 square. And root 5 square is 5. Therefore, area of the square is 5 square meters. Now, let us do the remaining problems on page 49. A square is drawn on the altitude of an equilateral triangle of side 2 meters. What is the area of the square? What is the altitude of the triangle? What are the lengths of the other two sides of the triangle shown below? Let us give a name for the triangle. Let this point be D. We have to find the area of this square. Area of a square is side square. So, to find the area of this square, we need to find the length of one side of this square. Here, CD is a side of the square. So, it is enough to find the length of CD. Given that ABC is an equilateral triangle, therefore, all the three sides are equal. AC is 2 meters, so AB is also 2 meters and BC is also 2 meters. This is a square, therefore, angle D is 90 degree. That means CD is perpendicular to AB. Therefore, CD bisect AB and CD bisect angle at C. It's an equilateral triangle, therefore, all the three angles are 60 degree. So, angle A is 60, angle B is 60, angle C is 60. Therefore, this angle ACD is 30 degree. Now, we know CD bisect AB and the length of AB is 2 meters. Therefore, AD is 1 meter and BD is also 1 meter. Now, look at triangle ADC. It's a right angle triangle because this angle is 90 degree. We know AC is 2 meters and AD is 1 meter, and altitude square is equal to hypotenuse square minus base square, or CD square equal to AC square minus AD square, or we can say CD equal to root of AC square minus AD square. AC is 2 and AD is 1. So this can be written as root of 2 square minus 1 square. 2 square is 4, 1 square is 1. So this can be written as root of 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. Therefore CD equal to root of 3. That is, this length is root 3 meters. So we got one side of the square. Now we can find the area of the square. Area of the square equal to side square or root 3 square. What is square of root 3? 3. Therefore area of the square is 3 square meters. Now we need to find the altitude of the triangle. CD is the altitude of the triangle and we got it as root 3 meters. Therefore altitude of the triangle equal to root 3 meters. Now we have to find the other two sides of this triangle. Actually this is triangle ADC itself. It is rotated and placed like this. Or we can see AC is 2 meters. This is also 2 meters. It's an equilateral triangle. Therefore angle A equal to 60 degree. This is also 60 degree. Angle ACD is 30 degree. This angle is also equal to 30 degree. That means one side and two angles at the end of this triangle are equal to one side and two angles at the end of this triangle. So the triangles are equal. Therefore their remaining measures are also equal. That is, the angles and sides of these two triangles are equal. Here side opposite to 30 degree angle is 1 meter and side opposite to 60 degree angle is root 3 meter. That means this is 1 meter and this is root 3 meter. Or the other two sides of this triangle are 1 meter and root 3 meters. Next problem. We have seen in class 8 that any odd number can be written as the difference of two perfect squares. Using this, draw squares of area 7 and 11 square centimeters. To draw a square, we need the length of one side of the square. Here we have to draw squares of area 7 and 11 square centimeters. To draw the square of area 7 square centimeters, the side should be root 7 centimeters. We know 4 square minus 3 square equal to 7. Therefore, draw a right triangle with hypotenuse 4 and one of the perpendicular sides 3. Let it be the altitude. Then we know base square equal to hypotenuse square minus altitude square, or base square equal to 4 square minus 3 square, or base square equal to 7. When the square of the base is 7, the length of the base is root of 7. So to get root 7, we can draw a right triangle with hypotenuse 4 centimeter and altitude 3 centimeter. Then the base is root 7 centimeter. Once we got root 7, we can draw the square. Similarly, 6 square minus 5 square equal to 11. Therefore, if we draw a right triangle of hypotenuse 6 centimeter and altitude 5 centimeter, the base will be root 11 centimeters. Using the base as one side of the square, we can draw the square easily. Let us see how to draw the squares. First of all, let us draw a line without any measurement. Now from one end, draw a perpendicular. And mark a point 3 centimeter away from A. Let it be B. Now join AB. AB is 3 centimeters. Now take 4 centimeter in the compass and draw an arc from B. Mark the point of intersection of this arc with the first line. Let it be C. Join BC. BC is 4 centimeters. Since BC is 4 centimeters and AB is 3 centimeters, AC equal to root 7 centimeters. Now it is enough to draw a square with AC as one of the side. For that, let me draw a perpendicular through A. Now take AC in the compass and draw an arc. Mark the point of intersection of this arc with the perpendicular line. Let it be M. Now join AM. Now take AC in the compass and draw an arc from M and again draw an arc from C. The point of intersection is the fourth vertex of the square. Let it be N. Join MN and join CN. The length of AC is root 7 centimeters and it is one side of the square. Therefore, area of this square is 7 square centimeters. Now let us draw a square of area 11 square centimeters. Let us draw a line at first. Through the point A, draw a perpendicular to this line. Now mark a point 5 centimeter away from A. Let it be B. Join AB. Now take 6 centimeter in the compass and draw an arc from B. Mark the point of intersection, let it be C. Join BC. BC is 6 centimeters. BC is 6 centimeters and AB is 5 centimeters. AC square equal to BC square minus AB square, that is 6 square minus 5 square. Therefore AC square is 11 and AC is root 11. Now it is enough to draw a square with AC as one of its sides. For that, draw a perpendicular to the line AC through A. Take AC in the compass and draw an arc. Mark the point of intersection of this arc with the perpendicular line. Let it be M. Join AM. Take AC in the compass and draw an arc from M and again draw an arc from C. The point of intersection is the fourth vertex of the square. Join MN and join CN. Since AC is root 11, the area of this square is 11 centimeter squares. Next problem. Explain two different methods of drawing a square of area 13 square centimeters. We know 7 square minus 6 square equal to 13. Therefore, when we draw a right triangle of hypotenuse 7 centimeters and altitude 6 centimeters, the base will be root 13 centimeters. Using that base as one side, we can draw a square of area 13 square centimeters. Also, we know 2 square plus 3 square equal to 4 plus 9 and that is equal to 13. Therefore, if we draw a right triangle with base 3 centimeters and altitude 2 centimeters, the hypotenuse will be root 13 centimeters. Using that hypotenuse as one side, we can draw a square of area 13 square centimeters. Let us see how to draw it. First of all, draw a line. Let one end of the line be A. Through the point A, draw a perpendicular to this line. Mark a point B 6 centimeter away from this point. Join A to B. The length of AB is 6 centimeters. Now take 7 centimeter in the compass and draw an arc. Mark the point of intersection of this arc with the first line. Let it be C. Join BC. Length of BC is 7 centimeters. Now since AB is 6 centimeters and BC is 7 centimeters, AC equal to root of BC square minus AB square, or root of 7 square minus 6 square, or root of 49 minus 36, or root of 13. That means the length of AC is root of 13 centimeters. Now let us draw a square with AC as one side. For that, extend BA. Take AC in the compass and draw an arc on this perpendicular line. Mark the point of intersection, let it be M. Now take AC in the compass. Now take the length of AC in the compass and draw arcs from M and C. The point of intersection is the fourth vertex of the square. Let it be N. Join MN and CN. AC is root 13 centimeters. Therefore, the area of this square is 13 square centimeters. Now let us look at the second method. Draw a line of 3 centimeter at first. Draw a perpendicular through one end of this line. Let us draw the perpendicular through the point A. Mark a point 2 centimeter away from A. Let it be B. Now the length of AB is 2 centimeters. Join BC. It is the hypotenuse of this right triangle. Since AB is 2 centimeters and AC is 3 centimeters, BC equal to root of 2 square plus 3 square, or root of 4 plus 9, or root of 13. Now we can draw a square with BC as one side. For that, let us draw a perpendicular through the point B. Take the length of BC in the compass and draw an arc. Mark the point of intersection. Let it be E. Now length of BE is equal to root 13. Take the length of BC in the compass and draw arcs from E and C. The point of intersection is the fourth vertex of the square. Join CD and DE. The length of BC is root 13 centimeters and it is one of the sides of this square. Therefore, the area of this square is 13 square centimeters.